Alright guys, I'm here today to talk about NBA Jam, but specifically the online play in this cabinet. This is the first time Arcade1UP has done online play, and I did a review on this cabinet already, but today I want to actually dive into the online portion only and actually show you gameplay from me playing an online game and what the experience is like joining these online games and how the connection issues are happening basically right now, because there's some people out there that are trying to say that this thing works perfectly online, and that is 100% false. I have basically fiber coming into this house, so my Wi-Fi and my internet connection is probably better than 80% of the people, or even more than that, then you're going to find people on these cabinets. And I've tested the internet connection over there. It's getting over 150 on Wi-Fi over there for download speed, so there's not going to be any issues in there as far as the actual speed goes. So, and like I said, that's going to be better than what most people have right now. And if I'm getting this experience, there's no way that somebody else is going to come and tell me that it works 100% of the time for them at all times. Now, remember, NBA Jam is using peer-to-peer for networking, so obviously what that means is there's no dedicated servers or anything like that, so you're relying on the internet connection of people. So, obviously, that's going to come across with some issues that you're going to have. You're going to have, people who, if you connect to that had bad internet connection, you're going to have a bad experience. Now, what I've noticed in the last 3 days is that usually I don't get lag when I actually join a game. When I'm actually in a game, it actually works pretty smoothly, and you'll see that here in the gameplay in a minute. The problem is that every time, like 50% of the time or more, when I actually try to join someone else's game, it errors out and doesn't connect to them. And this isn't them declining my request or anything. This is them accepting my request. It tries to log in and load to the game to them, and then it just drops me from their game, and I don't actually join it. And that's been going on since I got this cabinet 2 days ago, and every time I try to join, it's the exact same thing. So there's no way that anybody out there is going to tell me that this is 100% working for them 100% of the time. There's no feasible way that that's actually possible. Maybe slightly possible is that they're hosting their own game. Remember, again, peer-to-peer. If they're hosting their own game and they let people join them, then they're never going to see any issues on their side because they're the host, and that's how this system always works. The host is never going to see these issues. You could be running perfectly fine, but the guy next to you is going to be 6 seconds behind you, and you have no idea. So that is possible, but there's no way that anybody's joining other people's games and having a 100% perfect experience. I'm literally showing you a video of me joining 3 random people's games today, like I've been having in the last few days, exactly how it shows, and then I show you an online game over where it actually does log in and actually works flawlessly in that online game when I actually found someone who had a good connection. So that's what you're going to be dealing with. In my opinion, this isn't that bad, because I rather have peer-to-peer, because for me, I don't have to worry about their servers going down like a year or 2 from now. If they decide to, cancel these servers because it's not working, a lot of people aren't playing because these arcade cabinets are obviously sold in millions. Peer-to-peer allows us to work for years to come as opposed to relying on them having dedicated servers up. So that is the benefit of this system. But let me show you guys some gameplay of me joining some people and show you guys exactly what basically everybody is experiencing. If they're telling you otherwise, I don't know what they're doing, but it ain't the truth. Let's go ahead and dive in.
Gaming tech, eating brekkie is the gaming tech, going for a recce is the gaming tech, gaming techie is the gaming tech, gaming techie.
Alright guys, I wanted to do another video on NBA Jam because I wanted to show you guys exactly what the online play system is like, because there's a lot of things going on. People talking about does it work well, does it not? Well, here we are. I'm going to show you exactly me joining someone else's game. We're going to start off with joining someone else's game. So I'm going to go to available games here. 2 free spots from 6 seconds ago from Garage Game. So let's try to join his game. Pops up connecting. Says he approved it, so I'm joining. Here we are. That's what it does when you're joining a game and it's about to error out. You hear that noise? Lost connection to online game. So that's one of a game that, and this, bear in mind, this obviously running on Wi-Fi, but my Wi-Fi connection here is probably better than what 90% of the people out there are even using. Because I have, fiber basically coming into here. So, it ain't no Wi-Fi problem. And I've tested the connection in this room. It's not that. It's just the other people's connection. So, that was Garage Gamer. We got another one here from Buster Heyman. So, let's try to join that one. Connecting, requesting to join. So, he has to approve it first. Let's see if he hits yes on our game. So that obviously went nowhere and it's frozen because he's not responding. So he's obviously either walked away from his cabinet and isn't doing anything, or he's playing a game and isn't obviously answering my request. So whichever way, it ain't working. So let's try to refresh the connection here and see if we get anybody else from the tournament edition. So the only 2 guys playing right now, at least there, are those 2. So let's do Hang Time. So we got somebody here with 3 spots available. Let's do one with 1 spot available, which means that there's 3 people playing in that game. Requesting to join. He accepted, so I'm joining. There's that annoying noise again. Lost connection. So I didn't get into his game. And this has been going on for 50% of the games that I've been playing. This is just how it is. So if I join another one here, this guy just did it 3 seconds ago. He's got 3 spots available. So this is what I've been dealing with the last couple of days since I got this cabinet. Is you request to join people's games, they go in there, and it makes that weird noise that you're hearing, and basically just disconnects, and doesn't put you in the game. And he actually declined it, so I can't join his. I don't know why he's online if he's declining people's requests, but that's a different story. Retro Joe, let's try to join his. Let's do a couple more of these. Sorry, the connection was lost. All right. All right, so let's see if anyone's on the original NBA Jam. All right, so we got one with 3 spots available here. Here we go. Joining his game. Oh, did we actually get somebody with a good connection? I think we did. So he's going through the halftime here, so I'm going to hit player 1. So you can see this game is really solid. This one works really well, and this is kind of what I wanted to bring up. When you get somebody who has a good internet connection, you couldn't even tell right now that I'm playing with somebody online. It works extremely well. There's no issues with it at all. We're going back and forth. And, well, that was a terrible shot. I can't believe we just missed. This guy's going to think I'm terrible. Nice block. And it's crazy. Like I said, this works really well when it works. The problem is that 50% of the time you get those disconnection errors because people's connections are just bad, or they're, not working very well. They're too far away from you, whatever the case may be, that they just don't work. But as you can see here, there's no lag here at all. You would never know that you're playing an online game right now with someone. And right now, the guy I'm playing with is actually playing against the computer. We're doing 2v2 here. So I'm on his team. So yeah, this works. This game right now launches extremely well. No issues with it at all. Got a shot clock violation. So yeah, once you're online, like I said, it's really impressive when it actually works, because it does work well when you're in here, but this is all dependent. We're using a peer-to-peer system, so obviously it's all dependent on, the other person's internet connection. If you host these games yourself and you let people join you, you're never going to see issues because you're the host. The host always has that advantage regardless. So you're never going to have those problems, when you're actually playing. But when you start joining other people's games and they're the host, then that's where the issues come. You can basically be hosting a game and you think the game is perfectly fine, even though you have terrible internet connection. And the guy who you're hosting and who's playing on the other player could be 7 seconds behind your game, and you would have no idea because obviously you're not seeing his game and you think everything's running fine, but it's not. So you have to. The game works as long as you actually get a really good internet connection, and you actually join people who have really good internet connection too. And it's kind of a hit and miss right now, and I don't think there's anything they could probably do about it because this is how the system is. Peer-to-peer is all about how good the system actually works, and is based on your opponent's internet connection. That's the whole point of not having dedicated servers. is that, you know, you get issues like this where if the internet connection is bad, you're going to keep dropping and dropping. So you just have to find someone who connects good. Usually the connection, when it drops like you just saw all those bunch of times, that usually means that the connection is not good anyway. So it doesn't really matter. But, yeah. Now, I will say the benefit of having this peer-to-peer system is, for the internet, is of course they don't have dedicated servers, but also that means that you would assume that this will work forever, or for a long period of time, because you don't have to worry about them having, you know, their servers going offline or anything like that, because it's all based on peer-to-peer. So that's the plus side to using peer-to-peer, and of course it's free. They're not paying for dedicated server support, which is why they chose it. And for what it is, I think they probably made the right call. As far as what this is, you just, like I said, you have to go through and connect to random people's games and wait till you get to one that actually connects. Once you actually connect like I did, 9 out of 10 times the connection will be good enough and you'll be fine and you'll be playing with people and you won't have any issues. It's those times that you have to wait, disconnect, wait and get disconnected, wait and get disconnected. But once you're in a game, usually it's good. I haven't had too many issues once I'm actually in the game, as you can tell here. But getting to a game that doesn't error out before you can even join is 50% of the problem. But so I just wanted to bring this video to you guys real quickly, just to so you guys can see some online gameplay and see exactly how it works, and you know, alleviate some of your fears. You know, it works. You just have to do a little bit of digging around and finding a game that actually connects. So it's definitely an annoyance. But anybody who's out there telling you that it works 50, you know, that tells you that it's working 100% of the time and they never have any issues, are either A, hosting the games every single time, and that was ridiculous how we just lost that game. So, I mean, things like this, you know, you can't listen to people like that because there's no chance that they're having no issues at all. Like I said, there's only 2 ways that that's possible. One, they're making their games themselves and they're hosting, when I already described to you why hosting would be a difference. So they're not going to see any issues on their end, so they think everything is always fine. But if they're joining other people's games like I am, like you just saw me, this has been going on for somebody who has, you know, a T1 line coming in here and basically has fiber network coming in here for internet connection. If it's running like this way for me, it's going to run like this for everyone. You're going to connect to people, and sometimes it's not going to be good, and sometimes it is. There's no way around that with the peer-to-peer system that they're using. Anybody who tells you that the system is running perfectly is lying to you. So, yeah, that's it. Just wanted to give you guys a quick you know, preview of what the online system works. Since in my review I didn't actually show the online portion of it, like actually playing an online game, so it just gives you an idea of how it could work. If you guys have any questions about the online play or anything like that, leave it down below. If not, thank you guys for watching. Until next time.
UrGamingTechie is the gaming tech. UrGamingTechie, gaming tech. Eating brekkie is the gaming tech. Going for a recce is the gaming tech. UrGamingTechie is the gaming tech.